Hello there. In this video, we will talk about strong and weak acids. So here's a list of some strong acids and weak acids, and some of them are categorized as strong and the others are categorized as weak. So we will look into what makes them strong or weak. So on a general basis, something is an acid because it gives protons in water. So if I were to write down a general equation, this would look like a general formula for acid would be HA being dissolved in water, and it has the potential to lose a hydrogen ion, which makes it a hydronium plus the anion. Now really, the strength of the acid depends on how easily is this proton being given to water to make hydronium ion, right? So in the case of a strong acid, for example HCl, this ionization really happens in one direction, meaning this dissociates completely into anion and cation. The chances of these two ions combining back to HCl is close to none. So this is considered to be a 100% ionization, which means if I had 0.1 molar HCl, that would give me close to 0.1 molar H plus ions as well. So concentration of H plus would be equal to 0.1 molar as well. However, if we were talking about a weak acid, an example would be acetic acid. In this case, we cannot say that all of the H plus ions has been, or all of this acid has been ionized into its respective cation and anion. So we're going to indicate the ionization as a reversible process where we will have these ions where there's a huge possibility of these two ions recombining back to make the acid. So there's a huge chance of these two ions combining to go for a reversible reaction. Therefore, this is not equal to 100% dissociation, which means if I had 0.1 molar acetic acid, this is not going to give me 0.1 molar H plus ions. It's going to be way less than that. Now, how can this be modeled in the form of models? So I'm going to show you ionization with the help of some molecules. If I want to model 100% ionization, so these are my 5 molecules of an acid. If these were to go, if this was an example of a strong acid, the ionization would be 100%. So none of the molecules will stay bonded. We will have 100% dissociation. So that's the example of a strong acid. On the other hand, if this was an example of a weak acid, out of the 5, probably we will have just one molecule dissociate. So here's how a strong acid, which is 100% ionized, will be different from a weak acid, which is very ionized to a very less degree. And this can also be indicated with the help of a particle diagram, which would look like this. As you can see on the left, we have most of the molecules still bonded and very few H plus and anions which are dissociated. That's an example of a weak acid. On the other hand, you have a strong acid which is 100% dissociated. I hope this video was informative. If you have any questions, please write us at chemrocks@cfisd.net. That would be chemrocks@cfist.net, or you can even call us at 1-888-LOVE-CHEM. Bye bye.